Hey guys, we're here for the review squad, and I'm Halogen.
I'm GamerTags44.
And today we will be counting down our 20 favorite games of all time. This is a working list, so we may do updates to this list. Like one example is that the game Xenoblade Chronicles is not on here. It's a shame because as much as a lot of my favorite YouTubers like it a lot, one of my actually absolute favorites is his favorite game of all time. And has everything I like in a game. Unfortunately, I don't have it. In fact, I've never played it before. But it's at the top of my Christmas list. Do you have any other games like that like?
I'm really looking forward to The Legend of Zelda U.
So yeah, that would probably be high on the list. But like things that aren't out yet by this date, you don't expect those to be on there because this list would comprise of like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, Legend of Zelda U, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Super Smash Bros. Wii U. And, yeah, there'd be, like, a ton of entries that weren't even out yet, but we're not going to allow that. So, yeah, let's move on to our number 20 spot. Kirby Superstar is a really fun Kirby game. It has 8 games in one, and there's a lot of fun, cool games that you can play. They're very short. They're, like, short little Kirby adventures, and they're all different from each other, and they're a lot of fun. I think the thing I like about this is like, what a perfect Kirby game should be. It has a lot of cool things you can do with it, a lot of ideas that they went through with really well. I like a lot of the characters in this, like Meta Knight, of course, and Meta Knight's Revenge. And I thought, yeah, the copy abilities are probably some of the best in this game of any time. Especially that one, I think it was called, like, Milky Way Dreams. That one was really cool, how the copy abilities work there. But yes, this game is one of the Kirby's best games. And they made a DS remake on the DS, of course. And it was a lot of fun. It had the 8 games still. I think it had a few more little things and some multiplayer options. So yeah, overall, I think this game is a really, really good game. Moving on to number 19.
Okay, number 19 is Assassin's Creed 2. It had a great story mode. There was an awesome objective. There's one guy that you had to work all the way through story to try to kill. And an awesome free roam. There's multiple different cities and towns you got to go to, and you got to ride horses along the way, which they took that out of the new game, which kind of sucked, but I'm happy that they had it number 2. And they had a new weapon that they just introduced on number 2, Brotherhood and Revelations, but they never had it in the newer ones, called the Hidden Gun. And it's basically, it locks onto your target and instantly shoots them. It's really awesome. It would break your stealth, but it is still a really awesome weapon. And it's just, yeah, it's awesome free roam and everything.
So you think this game's better than the 4 in the beginning and all the ones that came out before number 5?
Yeah.
So this is one of the best Assassin's
One of the best,
Creeds.
yeah.
Yep. I'm not trying to spoil anything from the later list. Anyways, at number 18, Klonoa. Now, I got a confession to make. I haven't played this game too much lately at all, in fact. But I'm still going to say that it's a really cool game to check out. Like, this is the old PlayStation 1 Klonoa Door to the Phantom Isle, which is really cool. But I got the Wii remake, just called Klonoa. And it's a lot of fun, you know. It's one of those great 2.5D platformers before 2.5D platformers were things. But yeah, it's a really cool game. And it feels different from a lot of other platformers. Like, you have all the Mario, Sonic, Yoshi, DK, all those other platformers, if you would call it Crash Bandicoot, a 2.5D, 3D platformer. It's really quite cool. It's one of the better games on the PlayStation 1, even though I don't know many of the games on there. Still, in my opinion, the best PlayStation games-wise, but you can disagree with me. But yeah, overall, this is a great game, and I highly recommend checking out if you have a PlayStation 1 or a Wii. They're hard to find, though, so watch about that.
Okay. Moving on is Little Big Planet 2.
At number 17.
Number 17. Let's start with the community, which is the online. It has great online, tons of levels, like tons, and the cool thing is you can also create your own levels and put them to community. And you can make your own characters and just play around and do your own levels and share them. And it's so cool.
Good old Sackboy, right?
Yeah, Sackboy.
He's kind of funny looking.
Yeah. Well, he's a sack. So. Okay.
Not trying to be suggestive here or any of that. Keep it PG.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Tons of characters. Awesome community. It's just amazing. I loved it overall.
I actually know a lot of people like this. I haven't played this game before, but the amount of people who like this game is like kind of scary actually.
Yeah.
But it's one of their like E-rated games, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 16. Wow, if this is number 16, I really wonder what like the upcoming ones, how could they'll be, because this game is awesome. This game is like a ton of my memories from when I was younger. I got this game from my Wii as a GameCube game, and I need a new Wii because my Wii broke, so no GameCube games can go in, or any other games. And I just play this game because this game was one of the best RPGs Mario ever made, and it's really known to be one of the best games ever, practically. This is known to be one of the best Mario games. This is one of the best RPG games. I think it's really quite good, and they use the paper effect really good. Unfortunately, Nintendo couldn't learn from this game, and they decided to make two of the worst Paper Mario games ever. The non-RPG Super Paper Mario, and that god-danged sticker star. By the way, that'll be a next review, so stay tuned for that. Ha ha. Number 15.
Number 15 is Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Injustice said that weird.
Where? It has an amazing story, traveling to a different dimension to take out Superman. That is awesome. So, like, it's a not insanely long story mode. I beat it pretty fast, but it's still really awesome. And you have tons of different characters to play from. And it's awesome that it's co-op. I'm not sure if it's co-op through story mode. I don't think it is. But I know you can fight each other on it, and it is so cool. There's also the online feature, which is really awesome. And there's so many cool maps, like Superman's Fortress of Solitude, and the Watchtower, Batcave, all those places. It's awesome. And there's tons of background things that you can do. Like, the Batcave level, if you go near the Batmobile, you can activate it and, like, drives into you or, like, shoots a missile or something. And you can, if you're, say, in a map, you can travel straight to a different one.
Awesome,
yeah.
Number 14, Super Mario 3D World. Wow, do I love this game so much. It could very well be my favorite 3D Mario. It's not quite, though, but it's definitely up there. And I'm going to say part of it's the music, I know that, but I'm Let's Playing this on my channel right now to check it out. I think if you want, like, my full review, watch that Let's Play, because I go off on tangents about the things I like and dislike about the game. And yeah, this game was pretty awesome, though. It's way better than 3D Land. I didn't even touch 3D Land ever since I got this game, to be honest. And for good reason. This game is awesome. This game takes all its credit. And some of the power-ups are great. The music is awesome. And just every level is filled with detail. It's filled with the beautiful graphics, the beautiful music. Everything about this game is gorgeous. This is one of the best games Nintendo's made in recent years. And I applaud them for this game. Like, this is awesome, this game. Moving on to your next game, and I like this game a bit too.
Okay, number 13 is Pokemon Y. Pokemon X is pretty good too, but you know,
I have X. I'm not very far in it, unfortunately. What kind of Nintendo fan am I?
I prefer number Y. Well,
number
Y. And I think that the Legendary on Y is a lot better than on X.
I like the X one.
Yeah, he's cool, but I think the one on Y looks awesome.
Fairy type Pokemon.
Yeah.
Nub.
So anyway, it has a great story, like all the other ones, all the other games I've been talking about. It's pretty long, not insanely, but once you get far in, it's pretty easy to get to the new
Pokemon game. Have a great story. Oh, I know.
Well, because there's the bad team that you have to fight.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
There is a new Pokemon and a very, very big map, and there's not that many new Pokemon, but there still is a bit more. I'm pretty sure they only added like 17, but yeah.
It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
Number 12, we have Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I went on record saying this is the best game on the Wii U. I'm not sure if I mean that or not, because 3D World's pretty close to this, but I will say this game is pretty awesome. It's really difficult, like, well, probably the hardest game I've ever played myself, and that's saying quite a bit, because I played a lot of hard games. This game will make you want to cry. It's so hard. Some of the levels, especially even early on, they're really quite difficult, but they just take like hundreds of tries, and you have to get perfect timing, perfect memorization. And it's got great multiplayer, even though the one character, Dixie Kong, is like broken, like the other characters don't work very well compared to her. But yeah, this game's got good multiplayer, awesome graphics and music. Like, one song in this game is just, oh gosh, it's an awesome song. Just like the soundtrack in Super Mario 3D World. And yeah, soundtrack being good will become a running theme in this video. But yeah, let's move on to number 11. Jordan?
Going on to number 11 is The Last of Us. It has a great story. Like all the other ones I've said, there's like not exactly zombies, but infected that you have to get all the way past and get Ellie to the end. That's the girl, if no one's played it, to try to create the cure. And it is a really pretty long story, and it has amazing graphics.
Yeah.
Like, you could be walking around and it'd be like 1080p or whatever it is. Just amazing graphics. And there's so many awesome weapons. Like, the Molotov cocktail. It's awesome. You just chuck it and it blows up. Like, there's one of the infected is called a bloater. You just chuck a ton of
Good old bloaters, right?
Chuck a ton of Molotovs at it until it dies. It's pretty awesome, though.
So yeah, anyways, that concludes up to number 11. We'll be uploading our top 10 soon, but just to troll you guys, so stay tuned. Before we get into this, next weekend, the Super Smash Bros. Wii U review will be done by probably Saturday evening, so stay tuned for that. And when Captain Toad comes out within that weekend, I will also finish that review. So stay tuned for a lot of new reviews, and Assassin's Creed Unity, yes.
Yep. And possibly a Lego Batman 3 review.
Those will all be upcoming, or maybe not the Lego Batman. But
yeah, still thinking.
So I hope you stay tuned for our top 10. They will not disappoint. We have some really good games in our lineup for the top 10. See you guys next time. Leroy Jenkins.